Welcome to BrokeN Bois. This is episode 54. I'm Mike.
I'm Colin.
And yeah, here we are. It's kind of a weird schedule for us these next couple weeks. I don't remember if we talked about it in the previous episode. I don't think we did because I don't think we knew it. Yeah, we definitely didn't know about it at the time. But next week's episode, we're going to have a special guest, and they're going to be editing the episode as well.
Yeah.
And that's already pre-recorded. We did that over a week ago.
Yeah.
We're recording this the day before the podcast is coming out, which I don't think we've done before. Maybe we did. Did we do it? Oh, yeah.
I'm coming back from winter break.
That's right.
But now I'm coming back from spring break.
Yeah. So hello. This is the most modern and recent you will get of us.
Until the end of March.
What's at the end of March?
That's when they'll see us at our most recent.
Gotcha, yeah.
Because the week after this one is from 2 weeks ago for you guys.
Yeah, I can't wait for like 3 albums to drop next week.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's a thing. So we'll see you later.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, it's been real. But yeah, how you doing?
All right. Just made the drive down here from home.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was a long drive.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of slow drivers out there. Took me a weird way this time.
It didn't just take you the highway?
Yeah, it took me into a different township, and then fucking.
I think I know what town you're talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's taken me that way before.
It was like, you're avoiding a crash, so this will be the fastest route. And I was like, all right. And then it took me this weird ass way. I was like, I kind of wish I had just gone the other way.
Was it a town with like a really big, just like long straight road that was like 30 miles the entire way?
No.
Like 30 miles an hour? Okay, never mind.
Oh, wait, no, it was 30 miles an hour.
Okay, yeah.
I thought you meant like 30 miles of road.
No, yeah, 30 miles an hour. Yeah, my bad.
But yeah, that was fun. Made it down here though, but this week's been good. It just simultaneously felt like the longest break and also the shortest break.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Something about this week felt like super long. Because I went back on Friday, and then the next day I just kind of hung out at home. It was nice out. It was like 70 degrees. And then I saw Batman on Sunday, and that feels like it was 2 weeks ago.
Honestly, yeah, I saw Batman I saw it a week ago,
Uh-huh.
and I completely agree with you that does feel like 2 weeks ago. I was just thinking about that too, because I'm like, well, we can maybe briefly mention it in this episode, but we do talk about it in next week's episode. No. It's a mess.
I saw we saw the Batman, not together, sadly.
No, because we're not friends outside the podcast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I really loved it. You know, we talk about it more in next week's episode, but I think it's better than The Dark Knight. I really love Robert Pattinson as Batman, and I think it's a really cool detective story.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and also that car scene is worth it for the whole movie. So
absolutely.
If you're worried about a 3-hour time frame of you sitting in a theater, just know you'll be watching a fucking sick car chase scene about an hour and a half, 2 hours in. So.
Yeah.
Enjoy that.
It is true. That scene is goated. Like literal 10 out of 10 perfection.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah. But that was great. Played a lot of Elden Ring this week. Still not super far into it. I'm like 30 hours in, and I'm only like level 44. I've killed like 2 of the major bosses, and then like I've been exploring and stuff. But it's very fun, and I've been playing with our old work friend John, not John, who's been on the podcast, but John from Jewel. And he didn't get off work till like 11, and it took him an hour to drive home. So we started playing at like midnight, and I'd get carried away, play till like 3 in the morning, and then not be able to get to sleep till like 4. So I've never done that before. That's not not me at all.
Mm-hmm.
I know you might have a few times, maybe.
Maybe this break, yeah.
But I did that like 3-4 times this week, and I was like, God, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
I sleep till noon, and I'm like, why? This is so much of the day wasted.
That's such like a dichotomy for me, because like I do like staying up late. I honestly think I like am more creative and stuff like that when it is late. That's just how my brain works, I guess. But I also fucking hate waking up late. Like, I don't like waking up at 11 and 12. It does make me feel kind of shitty.
I feel the same exact way. It feels like the shit. It just feels like the whole day is gone.
Yeah.
It's like, it sucks. But, yeah, otherwise, I fell into because my sister had talked about this video where this guy goes over the entirety of iCarly. It breaks down each episode of iCarly.
Breaks down what? Just like
describes them, talks about what he thinks of them.
Talks about the deeper themes of that.
Kinda. It's like Quentin. His name is Quentin Reviews. And
yeah. I know him. Yeah.
He did the first iCarly video was like it was almost 5 hours long, and I broke that up between a couple days, and then I watched the other one, the second one, which was like 3 hours long, and that was like 3 days of my break. And then he started doing victorious ones, and the first one of those was, I haven't finished it yet. It's like 5 hours long, 4 hours long. And then the second one, I don't know how, because victorious only got 4 seasons, but it is 8 hours long.
Oh my lord, yes it is.
And
I'm trying to see what I know. I've seen him from something. I don't remember what it was.
I hadn't heard of him before, but like I started watching these, and they're entertaining. I will say that. But
that's good.
Yeah, that was a lot of my. That was a lot of my break.
Oh yeah, I saw him watching like the shitty like Logan Paul movies, like The Thinning and stuff like that. I remember they were funny reviews.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a lot of my spring break. I was watching those, and they were good. I recommend them if you don't have to watch them all in one sitting. I don't recommend that at all. But
I would.
Okay. But
I endorse this message.
Yeah, they're fun watch. So that was some of my break, and then I didn't do a whole lot of other shit. Went to Red Lobster for the first time in like a decade.
Ooh, I also went to Red Lobster.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah.
I mostly just wanted the cheddar bay biscuits, but I got some shrimp too, and that was a good meal. But otherwise, not a lot of. Oh wait, no, my brother got this this board game for Christmas that we hadn't played because there wasn't enough time, because it's a Talisman game. I don't know if you ever played Talisman or heard of it.
It sounds familiar.
But it's a huge board, and his was based off of Kingdom Hearts because he's a Kingdom Hearts kid. And we tried playing on Friday night, and we started at like, I don't know, 7, and went to like 10, but we didn't even finish it. That was mostly because we needed to learn the rules and shit. But shit was fucking complicated as hell. And then yesterday or Saturday, we did get through a game, and I won.
Nice.
So
nice,
fun game. Talisman. I don't know. I'm a big board game guy, so
yeah,
it was fun. But other than that, not like eventful. Just a nice long break. So.
Did you say relaxing?
Yeah,
that's good.
It was relaxing.
That's good.
But how was your break, Mike?
My break was fine. Kind of same old. Let's see. Over the weekend, I went to see Batman, and then also went to Red Lobster, as I mentioned. Was some good shit. I like forgot about the cheddar bay biscuits until like we got inside. I was like, oh yeah, that's the thing. I was like, fuck yeah. But yeah, that was good. There was a little event with Raising Cane's not being open yet that made me sad. I think I talk about in next week's episode. But there was that. Batman. Then I went home. I guess mine wasn't quite to the extent of your Quentin reviews thing, but there's a guy on YouTube who does I guess it's like kind of like album reviews, but it's more like discussions of like the deeper themes of them or whatever. And he's done a lot of people before, but he did Black Country New Road. He like did all the singles, and then he did the whole album, like called it a masterpiece and stuff. And then like it was the producer for Ants From Up There. He really liked those videos from him, so like he like reached out and like was sending him demos and all that kind of stuff of like songs and shit like that. And he was so inspired. The reviewer, Professor Sky, I believe his name is. He was so inspired by it that like he wanted to do like a more in-depth video with the producer Sergio, and then just like I don't know. Apparently all the band members had like heard about it as well too, and like they really liked his videos. So then they just like some of them just come in as well and are just coming in like throughout the video and just talking about it. It's like a 2-hour long video and it's just part 1, and they're just talking about all the songs and like all the inspirations and all that stuff. It's a really cool video. So I watched that on my way home. It like basically took the exact amount of time.
Just watch the video while driving.
But, well, I mean, they were all in a Zoom call talking, so I wasn't actually like watching it. It was more just like it was like a podcast more. Okay. Every now and then I glanced to see who was talking because British people, they sound the same.
Watch it.
What?
That's nationalist.
No, that's not nationalist. I'll show you national. No.
Whoa.
Yeah. So every now and then I glanced to see who was speaking, but it was pretty cool. Yeah, that was that. Then I got back here on Tuesday. Tuesday is when I came back here because I had a headache on Monday and I didn't want to come back. And I started working on a song, and we'll definitely talk more about this song once it gets to the album release time because it's definitely a very significant part of what's happening. Basically, I started working on a song. And throughout the whole time, I was like, I think it's okay. And I was still trying to figure out how to place it in the album. And then just, I don't know, I had an epiphany overnight. And now that song is not there, but another one will be.
He had a little bit of a Let It Be Yesterday moment.
Yeah. Oh, was Let It Be like that as well?
Yeah.
I didn't know the story behind that one. Yeah, I had a little bit of one of those moments, which is cool because that's never really happened before. But we'll talk more about that once the album is out. But yeah, did that. Let's see. I started playing Terraria a little bit. I played it like way back in the day, like on the 360, I think it was. And I don't know. I was always just kind of like, whatever with it, and I still kind of am, whatever with it. Like it's fine. I don't know. It almost feels like there's too much, and my brain's too stupid to do it. Like I just like don't have the motivation to be like, oh, you have to figure out how to craft this shit, and I don't know. That's just me. But
I always thought Terraria is like it's 2D Minecraft, but it's so complicated.
There's a lot of complicated stuff in it. Yeah, and I don't know. Some people like that a lot about it, but it's the same reason a lot of like Minecraft mods I'm not a huge fan of because it's just like too complicated. And I'm like, I just want to not think while playing my games. At least my sandbox games. I just want to like turn brain off, kill enemy, mine gems, build house. Yes. I don't know, but I just kind of started playing it again, and I'm having a good time. I'm mostly using it as background while I listen to music at the moment because I just wanted something new to do that with. So I like re-listened to Dawn FM, and I kind of got a little bit more into that one. I like it a little more than I had because I was really bad about listening to that album all the way through multiple times. Like I think I only did it like twice. I only got through like the first half, and then I was like a lot of times.
The first half is where the good stuff.
The first half is very strong on Dawn FM, but. Yeah, but then I also re-listened to Schlagenheim by Black Midi, which is their first album. I had only listened to that one time before, and it was in my car on the car ride home. I didn't have headphones, and that's some good shit. There's some crazy stuff on there too, as you may expect from what you may have heard from Cavalcade.
Yeah.
Listen to that, and then I also listened to the Rex album, which we will talk about. I probably should have prefaced that in the intro. My bad. We're gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
I mean, the episode's called that, so whatever.
Yeah. Who cares?
Who cares? But yeah, just kind of playing Terraria, listening to music. And then, yeah, my last thing here is on TikTok, I was just scrolling through and I saw someone, I don't know, they do like a thing, I guess, where like they get items from fast food places and then just like review it, but then make it better. Like they just actually make it, like in like the parking lot of that place.
Okay, yeah, I've seen those.
Have you? Yeah, he just came across to me, and I was just kind of looking through his stuff. I saw that he did one of the smokehouse brisket from Arby's, and I never really have given Arby's like a fair chance. Like I tried one of their things once, and I got it with curly fries and the shake, and the curly fries and the shake were the highlight of that meal. Right. The actual food, I was like, not a big fan of. But for some reason that looked really good, and he like once he like ordered it, he's like, actually that looks surprisingly good for fast food. And then the next day I was like, damn, I don't even think he was sponsored by Arby's, but he made me want to go get that. So there's one near here, so I just went there and got that. That was a pretty damn good sandwich. Really? I gotta be honest. It's like, have you had brisket before? Yeah. It's brisket, but then there's like barbecue sauce and mayo and like fried onions as well on there.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
It was really good. Highly recommend that. And I'm normally not an Arby's person at all, but I make it that more.
There you go.
It was not that expensive either. Like it was like $5.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of. I don't know if I talked about it on here, but when me and my dad went to go see Dune and Eternal on the same day, we went to this barbecue place that him and my stepmom had as their catering for their wedding.
Yeah.
And we went there, and I was looking at the menu. I was like, brisket, grilled cheese.
Interesting.
Shit was so good. It was filling as fuck, but it was so fucking good, dude. Like, damn, that made me want that again. Damn. Fuck you, Mike.
I guess you gotta go back.
Make the hour and a half drive. Bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That just kind of reminded me. I remember one time, sometime a little while ago, I found like I think it was a subreddit that was very dedicated to discussing the difference between what is a grilled cheese and what is a melt, like a sandwich melt. And I don't know, that just reminded me of that, because like they would have definitely like gone down the throats of those people, like, no, there's meat in that sandwich, it is a melt. It's not a grilled cheese anymore.
No, it was still a grilled cheese. There was more cheese than meat, but the meat was, I guess not. I don't know. It was good though.
I'm not passionate about that. It just reminded me of coming across that one time.
Do you think they'd agree with you on the pretzel versus chip situation?
I'm sure they would. I mean, they seem like reasonable people.
Yeah.
Hey, if British people can call French fries chips, I think I can. I can have my moment. Okay.
I don't think you can.
Okay.
That's wrong.
That's just rude.
Yeah. Well, fuck you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, whatever. Bitch. Baby bitch.
Baby bitch.
Yeah. We grew some animosity over spring break towards one another.
I haven't seen him. I've actually been cringing over something I said in the video. You guys will see next week.
Have you?
Yeah, because this whole week it's been fucking bothering me. Because I made a joke and it did not land. It didn't land at all.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was bad.
I don't even know what happened.
John called you racist at one point, and then I kind of doubled down on it, and nobody laughed. And I was like, I was kind of just there being like, fake mad at you, like making a joke, like, oh, really? Oh, and then nobody fucking laughed. I was like, and I've been like, God, fuck. This whole week.
I'll be completely honest with you. That episode, I mean, I love. Well, I'm not sure if we mentioned who was in the episode.
Oh yeah, sorry. Well, John's on the episode.
John is in the episode. I was kind of out of it that episode too. I love John. I wanted to be more there, but I had like just woken up like a few like minutes before, and I just went straight there, and like it was a whole new setting, as you guys will see, a whole like different place, and I was just kind of like, whoa. I don't know, like I was there, but I like kind of don't remember it at the same time. So I may just not have. I literally may have just been too tired to pick up on what you were doing.
I don't know. It was just. I this whole week I've been cringing over it. It's just, but whatever. It's in the past or the future for you guys.
Yeah, it's in my past, but it's in your guys' future, so it'll be my present against it.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah.
I don't think you should fret over it because I literally do not remember it at all.
I didn't think that you did, but like, I don't know. I keep remembering it. I just this whole week I've been like, why did I fucking do that? That's so fucking cringy.
That happens. Just it's one of those like things that like 5 years from now again you're gonna think about like as you're trying to go to sleep and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Woo. All right.
That's when our friendship started going downhill.
That's one of the last times I saw him.
Yeah.
Before the accident.
He was just driving and they weren't wearing reflectors there. Who jogs at midnight? No, but I just completely nabbed that bit from someone else. Not gonna lie. Shout out Hive Mind, great guys.
Wouldn't be the first time you stole something on that show. So,
I mean, I'm sure you're not what the fuck am I alluding to the popular hit series Artist Analysis.
No,
purely of my own creation. No one else has ever thought to listen to albums in order before me. So
no, that wasn't that.
Yeah,
just other things.
Just diving into a discography of someone.
Yeah, like deeply.
Yeah, especially if it's like someone like King Gizzard. That's a pretty deep discog to dive in.
Yeah, and like, I'm sure they haven't done people like Kendrick or Kanye.
Yeah,
AJR.
for sure. Yeah, definitely not.
Tyler.
Fuck. Yeah.
What am I talking about? So an album came out this week.
Oh yeah, wait, real quick though. Speaking of King Gizzard, did you listen to their new song by any chance? I've been hearing very good things about it. Yeah,
I need to check that out.
It's like 18 minutes long, but on Album of the Year, it literally has like a 95 user score, and like I think like over 100 people have rated it that, and that is crazy. that is really good for an 18-minute song.
Yeah, I think Brad did a whole video on it.
He did, yeah, and I watched a little bit of it. I'm gonna listen to it at some point, but yeah, I was just like, oh my god, that's crazy.
I saw that came out. It's been showing up on my like homepage for Spotify.
Yeah.
But I haven't listened to it yet, so I'll have to check that out. I didn't know it that long. I was like, oh, did they release a new album? And I was like, nope, just a song.
Yeah. That's kind of the thought process I had too. I was like, oh, Brad has a whole video. It's like 9 minutes long. I was like, oh, the song's double the length of the video. Yeah. But yeah,
I don't know if there's any like crazy music news this week.
I don't believe so. Aside from the album we're going to talk about.
Yeah. So yeah.
Next
Orange County put out a new album.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Who Cares, and we're gonna go track by track like we've done with Skilled and Icy, Happier Than Ever, and Silk Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
I like these episodes, so I'm looking forward to it. All of my notes are based off my first listen, and I can give more of my in-depth, having more listens in me now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, most of these notes are from first listens. So
all of my notes are from my latest listen. So there will be no further elaboration.
All right.
Yeah.
So start off. Do you want to start? Or do you want me to start?
Sure, I can start off. So the album opens up with "Keep It Up." Well, I guess just general overall thoughts. Not like in depth, but I like the album. That's just kind of what I want to say. I think it's a pretty good album. I'm glad that it has surpassed my opinions on Pony, which I don't hate Pony, but I'm very mixed on it, honestly, the more I look back on it. But I'm really glad that I've been enjoying this record a lot more. I think it's a lot more quality work and better. It plays more into his strengths as well. So, yeah. Album opens up with "Keep It Up." I said, this track has grown on me a lot since it has came out. When it first came out, I was like, whatever, but I do like it now. It's a very nice and happy vibe, which I guess we don't get too much from Rex, somewhat, but
I mean the last couple records have been happier.
I guess
there have been some happier moments, but this is like the most like
it's very upbeat, which I feel like his stuff usually is like happy, but it's more like low key happy. This one's very much like not like super in your face, like a Scale to Nicey kind of way, but like it's like it's a really happy vibe for him.
Yeah.
But I honestly like it a lot. It does kind of make me smile. It's a great opener for the record. I think it sets a nice tone. And I put as a last little note, I made this joke in the episode that we reviewed it on, but it's the best sounding Viagra ad I've ever heard. Keep it up and go on.
Yeah.
You know.
If it lasts more than 4 hours, call a doctor.
Keep. I can just like hear it in the background as the doctors. Yeah. It's great. But that's not a diss on it. I actually do like the track a lot.
Yeah. I also really like this track. I've liked it a lot since it came out. But I also think it's a good way to start the album. I like the message quite a bit. I don't know what that says. I'm glad the orchestral type production has stuck with Rex. I think it really fits his music.
I do like the new direction it takes on this record, though.
Yeah, there's a lot of different stuff he does that is done with the production here.
Yeah, it feels more like sampled orchestration rather than like Apricot Princess felt like the orchestration was around the songs itself.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I think it kind of is cool in separating them. Yeah,
I completely agree. I really like this song. And then next we got one of the best songs Rex has ever
I
put out.
agree. Yeah, this came out like 2 days before the record. And yeah, I mean you can go first on this one.
We got Open a Window with Tyler the Creator. I love everything about this song. Rex sounds great, Tyler sounds great, and the production is so fun. I love that after helping Rex gain popularity, that Tyler will still like create music with him.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that's fucking sick. This is honestly one of my favorite Rex tracks he's ever made. The Rex's part is so it's very fun, and it's I like the chorus a lot. And then it really transitions into Tyler like perfectly. Like, and Tyler's verse is very fun. There's a lot of fun wordplay, and I really love this song. And I was like, why are you releasing a single 2 days before the album?
Yeah, you kind of gave me that reaction. I was like, it's only the third single.
I know.
Third single. Yeah, third single.
Yeah, I know, but it's just like it's so close to the album release. Why don't you just save it?
Yeah.
And I'm kind of glad he did, because once it came out, I couldn't stop playing it, and I still haven't stopped playing it because it's really fucking good.
Yeah.
And I love it. So.
Yeah. I put for mine for Open a Window. I said everything these two touch is gold. I forgot the word is, but everything these two touch is gold. This may be my favorite track on the album, at least sonically. The percussion is like the perfect amount of like punchy to it. Like it's punchy, but it's not like super like in your face or anything. That weird like Vocaloid bass. Like it sounds like someone's voice just like super distorted, but also it sounds like someone playing a bass. I don't know how they did that, but it's super unique, and you wouldn't imagine it would fit on a Rex Orange County song, but it does. It works really well. And also the piano is layered super nice in the mix as well, and Tyler is fantastic, and they complement each other great. And like you said, his wordplay and his lyrics in there are wonderful. It's a great song. I think it may be my favorite on the album. Really good shit.
I wouldn't even blame you if that was your favorite.
Yeah.
Like that's definitely in my top two. But there's another song that we'll get to that I really fucking love.
Oh, I wonder if it's the same one I do.
Probably. Worth It.
Yeah, the next song is Worth It, and I love this track too, honestly. The bouncy little orchestral section in there, like dun, 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 or whatever, like it like goes through like different phases for such a short track, and it's fucking fantastic. My only complaint is that it's too short. Like I really do feel like this track could have gone on for like another like couple minutes, and it would have been amazing. They start getting into like a little groove at the end too. That's just to die for. Yeah, I love this track, and the only thing about it is I really do feel like it has potential to be longer and like not be not like be hurt as a. I feel like it hurts itself being short. Like it feels like there's so many ideas that could have just gone on for a little bit. No, it's like 2 minutes long.
It's pretty short.
Yeah.
But I completely agree. I really like this track as well.
Yeah.
That dun 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 dun, dun like those strings are so cool. They sound great, and when Rex comes in, it kind of like punches you because you're not really expecting it. It's like dun 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 dun, dun for like for like 30 seconds. And he's like, it's not worth it anymore. And then like, it goes crazy. It's really, it rules. He has such a good voice, and I'm really satisfied with his record, and I really like this track. It's definitely grown on me since my first listen, but I loved it when it came out, and I also think it's way too short. I said I could have listened to that for 2 to 3 more minutes.
I really agree with that.
Fucking great track, worth it. And then we get to the second single, Amazing.
Yeah.
Some classic Rex love song energy here. Those strings again, bruh. They fit so well. I really enjoy what Benny Sings does to enhance Rex's music. Such an awesome pairing. Like we've mentioned it before that we really didn't know who Benny was at all. But I still love the song a lot, and it definitely has a Loving Is Easy feel to it.
Yeah, a little bit.
And we talked about it when it came out, but I still really like this song. And I don't have a ton to say about it, but
I still like this track a lot. It's so lovey-dovey and sweet, and the vibes here are just immaculate. It sounds just like being in love, so warm and elegant. And I put "fuck, I'm so lonely" at the end of it. But no, but it's still I do like this track a lot. Like you said, the strings on this one are just gorgeous. It was the singles just kept getting better the more he released them.
The only thing I'll say that I kind of wish I had more of on this album were like good transitions between tracks.
I could see that.
Because with all the string stuff, I feel like it could have transitioned like
some OK Human type shit.
Which is fine that he didn't.
Sorry, I guess that's another thing is that Weezer announced spring is coming out
seasons.
I think it's 20 or 21st.
The 20th. Yeah. That's when spring starts.
Yeah.
Officially. So we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
The next week, I guess, because it comes out on a Sunday.
Yeah. Oh, is that going to be the week that? Wait, hold on. This episode's coming out here. The next one's coming out here. Okay, never mind. Yeah, we'll be fine.
Okay. Seasons.
Sorry, little Weezer interlude.
Yeah, of course. The first of the 4 seasons coming out this year drops on March 20th, and it's spring. Yeah. And I think the first song comes out on Friday.
Oh, does it? Cool.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, that was amazing. Not the Weezer album yet. I haven't listened to it. And then we get to 1 in a Million.
Yeah. So I said a pretty catchy single. The bass line, the bass line on here is definitely notable. It's really great. I think this might be my favorite bass line on the album. There's a lot of good bass on this record. I wouldn't honestly say I'm in love with this track, but it's not too far from it. It's a great song. I just
I am in love with this track.
I had a feeling. I heard you humming it before we got in here.
This is the track I've played most along with Open a Window. There's something about it. The chorus just there's something about it that just fucking rocked me when I heard it for the first time. And I just can't get enough of it. It's so good. And it's so smooth. It's low key but extravagant at the same time. It's really unlike anything Rex has done that I'm aware of or that I remember. But I don't know. I love this track, and but I can't think of. I don't know what about that lead up into the chorus that makes me love it so much. I don't know if there's a term for it.
I don't quite remember. It may be the bass that comes in during that chorus. It's so it's just I don't know. It's really nice. I don't know.
But yeah, this track has been really fucking good, and I love it. But yeah, I wish I had more to say about it. But, and if you want it, I said, huh? Am I listening to The Weeknd now? It has a very you know, lo-fi Dawn FM kind of feel, kind of
a little bit, yeah.
And like I wasn't expecting it at all, and it's grown on me since. But at first I was like, this is fucking weird.
Yeah.
But I kind of like it now. The bass is strong in here. The effect on the strings is really cool, and like that driving beat that's throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's very odd, but you know, it definitely grew on me.
Yeah.
After listening to it a couple more times, and it is like it's like a darker kind of feel to it, and I like it. It's a nice, you know, it's a nice breakup from what has been.
Yeah, because everything leading up to it is really, you know, lovey-dovey. I mean,
yeah.
Actually, I don't quite remember what the lyrics on this track are, but like everything sounded lovey-dovey up until here, and then it's like, oh, whoa, what?
Yeah, but that one was like really interesting to me when it first came out. And I was like, what the fuck am I listening to?
Yeah, it is an interesting point on the album.
Yeah.
I do like the darker vibe on here. I think it's a nice change of pace for the record. And while there's great moments on the track, like there's little moments that I like a lot. Like there's a little background vocal that like changes the harmony at one point, just him going, like he just does that in the background and like turns a minor chord major, and it's like, whoa, that's really cool. And there's other little cool moments like that on there. But for me, it feels like a little incomplete, I guess. Like it just kind of feels like it came and went. Yeah. But it felt like it could have just like built into something at least a little bit bigger, not like didn't have to like absolutely explode or anything, but. Right. It just kind of kept the same vibe from start to finish, and I think it would have been cool if it got just a little bit more towards the end, or even a little bit less, honestly. Yeah. But it's still a cool track for sure. It's better than the experimentation that he did on Pony, which I wasn't a big fan of. Like some like the laser lights or stressed outs kind of stuff. Yeah.
But yeah, it was just very weird and interesting. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I agree, though. It does feel a little incomplete. I don't know. I feel like Rex has a want and a need to make his albums around half an hour long every time.
Yeah.
So I feel like this track just didn't get enough love.
Same thing with Worth It, yeah.
Yeah, and Worth It, too.
Yeah.
Like, I would have wanted Worth It more fleshed out.
Yeah.
Even though it's, like, great as it is. But if you want it, I feel like, while it could be longer, I feel like it's fine to, like, show this as like I could do this kind of stuff next time.
Yeah.
Here's like a little taste of it.
Yeah. Like a glitter on Flower Boy, kind of sounding a bit like Igor stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But no, I agree. I like that track though. So
yeah,
I like all these. So
cool.
7 a.m.
7 a.m. I said the song is not bad, but it just doesn't really do anything different or better than previous songs, in my opinion. And to me, it's pretty forgettable. Like right now, I've heard the album probably like 4 or 5 times at this point. I can't tell you how this song sounds right now. I literally can't.
No, I agree. I like this song, and when it comes on, I'll remember how it goes when it starts. But like right now, even though I just listened to this album on the way here, there's something about this track that kind of blends in.
It's just not really notable, I feel. It doesn't do anything different than the other tracks. If I remember, I think it's a little bright, like, piano thing happens during it. But it's more notable when it happens on the closer, which I'll get to, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I have a couple of notes here for my first listen. I know that on my first listen that I had to go back and listen to it again because I couldn't remember. Yeah. And I didn't write down anything.
But it's not bad.
No,
like,
it's
it really
not a bad
isn't.
song.
I think the way you put it, where you said it blends in, is the perfect way to put it. It's just kind of there.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of my notes here for my first listen were the bass on this album has been great. He mentioned it in a post that he made when the album came out that his friend Joe did all the bass for this album, and it sounds great.
Good job, Joe.
Good job, Joe. So it gives us a good look into Rex's mind. Along with a sick instrumental. I guess there's a sick instrumental that I don't remember. And I like how this feels like the first thoughts you might have when you in the morning, hence 7 a.m. And it said it's self-deprecating and self-loathing, and it's great.
Yeah.
It's just those early morning thoughts, I guess. But yeah, and I kind of like that feel, but I just wish I could remember more of how it went.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he would have done something to like have it stand out, like If You Want It did, I feel like it could have been like one of the better tracks, the best tracks on the album.
Yeah,
but
okay.
That's all right.
Yeah.
And then The Shade is the next track, and this is another track I really love.
Yeah.
I said I love that these songs still feel like Rex, even though they're pretty different than his usual music. This fun little bit of chime action in there.
Yeah.
I think there's a video of him like doing this song where he's like on a little like chime,
little glockenspiel probably.
Yeah. But it kind of feels like a kid's toy when in the song.
Yeah.
For some reason, like it's just like a little ding 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 ding, but it sounds good.
It fits. Yeah. It does.
I like how desperate this sounds while keeping up the energy with the guitar and the chime thing. Like he's trying to hold on to this person, but he can feel them kind of slipping away.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the chorus on this track. And yeah, I really love this track, and it's one of the ones that I've gone back to. I think it's the longest one on the album.
No,
is it not?
I think the one after it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Making Time?
Is it? Oh no, not Making Time. Shoot Me Down.
Shoot Me Down.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's another good one. We'll get to.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
But yeah, that's The Shade for me. I like that one a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, The Shade. I said, hey, it's that song he teased last year and then just went quiet with afterwards. Because I looked up that video after the album came out. I was like, did this song even make the album? It was so long ago. And yeah, it did. It was The Shade. But yeah, I also really like how laid back this track is, and the chorus is really catchy. Like you said, I really like the little bell set that happens with his voice in there. And I think it has some nice lyrics too, and I like how the lyrics and the instrumental kind of interact with each other too, especially when he says, I don't remember what the lyric is, but the lyric where he says the shade, like for painting the walls of the room a different color, it like kind of gets a little like sad for a second there, and then just right into glockenspiel. I would love just to be like it's a great track. I think it's definitely a highlight on the record for me. Yeah.
His voice kind of like breaks a little bit.
Yeah. And it's I like when that happens.
Yeah. No, it's
I love Apricot. I mean, that shit happens all the time on there.
And this is like right after him and Thea broke up. So it's it feels, and they were together for a long time.
They were.
It you can kind of feel it in this track, and it's like, ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Making Time. Yeah,
Making Time. I said it's like a 2-minute interlude that doesn't really add anything in my opinion. LOL. It's probably my least favorite track on the record, but it's still not bad. Improvements I put, because some of the lowest moments on Pony I may call bad. But I mean it has like this one's like really lo-fi aesthetic. I don't know. It's fine. It just kind of doesn't do anything, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I said it's short but sweet. I really love the instrumental on it, and even the short ones have personality to them.
For sure, this one does have personality.
Yeah. And as I've listened to this more, I've ended up really liking this one as well, even if it's pretty short. There's 3 different tracks on here that are real short, and it's like, why are they so short?
Yeah.
he could have fleshed them out a little more.
Yeah.
And like. He took what, like 3 years? Not.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think
3
Pony
years.
was 2018.
Yeah. And no, it was
2019.
2019. So like 2.5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah, give us something longer than a half hour, maybe. I don't mind.
Yeah.
You don't have to make it short. You don't have to make short tracks.
Right.
But I still like it. But I kind of agree. It's definitely not my least favorite. But it's could have been longer.
Yeah.
But yeah. And we got Shoot Me Down, which is damn soulful.
Yeah.
It's really fucking good. His voice and the emotion in it are like the highlight of this track.
Yeah.
And the chorus hits. It's so desperate but so powerful. The swell into the bass and piano at the end is sweet. And it's an extremely solid track. It's great. His singing is great on it. The production is great on it. It's just there's something about this track that I really love, and I don't know what it is really, but like I just love how desperate he sounds in that.
Yeah.
Don't shoot me down.
Don't let me down. Yeah.
Doing your mom. Yeah.
Don't do my mom.
Yeah. But yeah, I really love this track. This is one of my favorites for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, Shoot Me Down. Don't shoot me down.
Don't tempt me. Yeah, when we were on talking about Open a Window, and we said that there was a track that we both really liked after this. I think yours was One in a Million.
Yeah.
For me, this one was Shoot Me Down. I
completely
really like this track a lot. I said the apricot vibes here are very strong, so that means I'll like it a lot. Huh?
That might be why I like it so much.
It does. It very much sounds like something that could have come off of Apricot. Apricot Princess, I should say. And that's his album beforehand, if you're not familiar with Rex.
Album before Pony.
Sorry, yes, yeah. Mental blockage. Once again, I don't hate Pony. I don't know why I'm shitting on it today.
Leave Pony alone!
I'm sorry. I really love the Apricot Princess vibes on here. For real, I'm infatuated with the sound of this song. The drums and the bass on this are so I don't know, they have so much personality, just those two going together. It has a slight darker sound to it, but it's not quite If You Want It dark. It just kind of sounds like a sadder dark, if that makes sense. Yeah. And it works really well, and like you were saying, the instrumental swell at the ending is so nice, and I really wish songs like what's it called, Worth It, or even If You Want It, I really wish they would have a similar kind of just bring them out to 4 minutes. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, right.
I don't know, I'm just glad this one did do that, because I really love a lot of things about the track. And I can already tell it's going to be underrated. A lot of people aren't going to talk about it as much. But for me, this is a real big highlight. I really love this track. Yeah.
Yeah. The bass line has stuck around with me a lot, because it's pretty simple. It's dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Yeah. But it's just that, along with piano and just this desperate singing, feels complete to me.
It feels very... So, one of my issues with Pony, and it does come up a little bit on here as well, is that for some reason, Rex being super produced and super, big sound behind him kind of takes away from some of the relatability for whatever reason. That's part of the reason why I love Apricot and the singles that came along with that song, Loving Is Easy and Sunflower. They felt very much like his personality, and, there's nothing wrong with having more production behind him, but it does kind of take away, I think, sometimes. But for this song, it's not I guess as prettied up, and like you were saying, his vocals are really great on it, the desperation.
Yeah.
And it feels very much I don't know. I guess that's why I like it a lot. The apricot vibes, like I said.
I am pretty sure that it was just him, Joe, and Benny this whole time on this album.
Right.
And I would believe it, because it has so much of his personality on it.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't remember Pony being ultra produced, but I can kind of see it.
Yeah. For me, that was one of my biggest issues with it.
Is,
except for Pluto Projector. That was the only song that really felt why does this feel like it's the only song you made here?
But yeah, no, this one definitely feels like this is Rex, and this is what he's meant to be.
Yeah.
Which I love. And then we get to the title track, Who Cares?
Yeah. And I said, I'm okay with this as a closer. It's definitely not my favorite, but it does the bright, bouncy piano thing better than it does in 7 a.m., the dun, 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 dun on the piano.
Yeah.
And it feels like a nice little joyous bow at the end, just it's cute.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm not super crazy about it, but I don't mind it.
Yeah, I get it. I said I really like the message. Production is like candy to the ears.
Yeah.
It's so fun and boppy. Rex sounds great, and honestly, it's a great way to close the record. It's it's not giving a fuck what anyone thinks about you, and it's just he it starts off with who cares? Who's gonna care? And then he's like, who gives a fuck? Who cares?
Yeah.
And I like that message a lot, because I don't know if Rex has gotten a lot of bad reviews or anything, but I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I think Pony didn't do well, but
yeah, Pony was a little people were more mid on that, but
you know,
I would hold on. Okay, I guess I'll briefly say it. On album of the year, I'm kind of disappointed with them right now because this album started off like it was like a 75 or something like that. I was like, oh, okay, that's nice, and then went down to like a 72. I'm like, okay, whatever, I can live with 72. I think it's pretty good. It just kept going down.
What?
Like it's at like a 65 or something like that.
How? Like
the user score. I'm like, this is. What's wrong with you all? I know you're all like sad and lonely. I am too, but right. Like this track is, I don't know. I think this album's pretty good.
Yeah, I like this album a lot.
like it's in the yellow, like on album of the year, and I'm like, this definitely deserves to be in the green. At least.
Oh, for sure.
What the hell?
No, I really like this album.
Yeah,
but it's just sad loners, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. So.
I mean, I am one as well.
Right.
As I can.
You make room for some joy.
I can revel in somebody else's happiness for a little while.
Exactly. Give me my 30 minutes.
You know, just some overall thoughts on here.
Yeah.
This is a big step up from Pony, and that's coming from someone that genuinely enjoys that album. I was hoping for a breakup album after his split with Thea, and while that's not what this album is for the most part, it still takes a trip into Rex's, fears and self-loathing farther than he has since maybe his first record. I love the production on this record. I think that Benny Sings adds so much, and it just makes Rex shine more than he already does. I really, really enjoyed this, and on first listen, and it'll definitely be on rotation for the year. And my first listen rating was like an 8 to an 8.5. I'm probably leaning more towards the 8.5 since I've listened to it more. But yeah, I fucking love this album, honestly. But I can probably do like a ranking of the songs, but it'd take me a second. So you can.
Oh, okay. I'm probably not gonna do that. I also really like this album. I don't think it really does anything different for him, which is okay. Right. I think it just kind of plays into his strengths a lot more than Pony did. And it's definitely a step back in the right direction, which I think I really needed from him, because I don't know, I think if there was another record that was along the similar vibe of Pony, I probably would have not really been like, oh man, I love Rex Orange County a lot. Like I probably would have been more like, yeah, his older work is good. But no, I'm glad that didn't go down this route, because I do like him as a personality. I like the types of music he puts out, and everything like that. And yeah, this is a pretty good record. It's definitely vibey. It's lovey-dovey, but some darker moments in there. And I'm a pretty big fan of it. I think this is definitely going to be in my albums of the year. But I think right now, after like letting it sit for a little bit, I probably would give it like a really strong 7. But yeah, no, it's a really good step in the right direction. I like it a lot. Yeah. Good. I care.
Yeah, I do care.
Yeah.
And he's doing an interview with Fantano tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Cool. Probably have to tune into that.
Yeah, and I was a little worried about. He could still, I try not to predict Fantano's reviews anymore. But I saw him. He reacted to like 2 of the newer songs on stream, and he seemed to be vibing with it. So I think he'll think it's maybe a little different than the People album of the year. Yeah, I'm hoping.
Speaking of Fantano, though, that video that you sent into the group chat.
Oh my god!
Yeah. I had seen that before. And I didn't send it in, but like, it's just a video of him responding to a comment that's like, "You just use this to make sounds that people will use." Mm-hmm. And then he's in his garage and he just yells sound over and over.
He like screams it. It like gave me like, I don't know. It's like seeing like one of your friend's fathers like yell or something like that. It's like. It made me kind of like nervous. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't know you could get this loud.
Right? Yeah. He's usually so calm and collected.
I know.
But yeah, that was interesting. I just wanted to stop. Mention that because that was a moment. But back to Rex, he released a lot of merch for this album, and I was like, oh, I'll check it out. Maybe I'll get something. It is so ridiculously priced.
Oh god!
Like it's $40 is like the cheapest thing. Maybe
Yikes.
30 $40 is like the cheapest thing, and it's like
it's a handbag.
And it's like, come on, I really like the the theme for this record, and I love all the thumb guys, but why is it so expensive?
Yeah.
I can't afford that. And he released a little ring with a thumb guy on it, and I kind of wanted it, but I looked at it, I was like, it's $40 first off. Second off, it was sold out right when I got there. I was like, God damn it, whatever. Oh well. Maybe it'll go on sale one day. But yeah, that was kind of a downer. But that's all right. Where are we at time-wise, Mikey?
Don't call me that. 55.
All right. I've done that before, and you've done the same thing.
Yeah.
But why don't you like being called Mikey Mike?
Don't call me Mikey Mike either.
At least it's not Marky Mark, you know?
Yeah.
You could have beaten a Vietnamese man.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. So I believe it's me, because... Yeah, you got the last 2 episodes.
Yes.
But not really. Anyways, yeah. It's definitely a toss-up, but I think I'm going to go with Open a Window, featuring Tyler, the creator. This track is just... I think this is one of his best tracks he's done in years, so...
Yeah. Cool.
I'm trying to find a way to get out. So can I open a window?
All right, Open a Window, Rex Orange County, featuring Tyler, the creator.
Yeah, really fun track. I really love that track.
Yeah, I noticed that now I've done all 3 Rex singles that were before this album, so... I really love a lot of things about that track, like we were talking about. The little vocal bass or whatever the hell that is sounds so great. I just realized it almost sounds like something that like reminds me more of like a Daft Punk thing.
Yeah.
Just like something I would hear in one of those tracks, but I don't know, it fits the vibe really well.
It does.
Yeah.
It's a really good track. Definitely listen to that one.
Yeah.
If you're going to listen to any of these tracks and you're new to Rex or you like Tyler and you liked the Rex songs on Flower Boy, then you'll definitely like this song.
Yeah,
so
probably.
Check it out. Even my youngest brother liked this song. And I was like, I didn't even know he liked Rex Orange County. But he was like, I love this song. And I was like, all right, well, there you go.
Yeah.
I am going to go with 1 in a Million. Shocking, right?
Cool. 1 in a million.
My heart keeps driving me crazy.
All right. 1 in a Million. Rex Orange County. Featuring Rex Orange County.
Damn. Rex Orange County did great on that song.
He did. No, yeah. I fuck, like, there's something, it's crack to me. I don't know. I love that track so much. I don't know. And, like, when he was, like, on Twitter asking, what's your favorite track? A lot of people were saying that song.
Mm.
And somebody was saying that that song and Best Friend are, like, sisters. like
Interesting.
They're kind of, like, very similar, but I don't see it, you know, at all.
Yeah. I saw someone make... I mean, I think it was more just, like, a title comparison that I thought was interesting, with 10 out of 10 on Pony, and then this one's 1 in a million. Just kind of noticing that. I don't know.
I mean...
I feel in a very different context.
Yeah, but I really love that song.
Yeah.
That bass in that, and that last part where it cuts down and it's just him and the piano. Mm-hmm. It makes you feel something. It makes me feel something, at least. But yeah, I really love that track.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty good track. Yeah, I like I said, I like that track. It just doesn't. I did notice in this listen through though, it does a lot of good things like varying the strings throughout. Like in the first verse, they're more just like, you know, like more just like sing songy. But then like the second time they come in, they're like or whatever. I don't know. I just thought it was a cool little detail, but yeah, it's a good song. I like that one.
But yeah, he was also saying something on Twitter like. They were like, which album 4 is my favorite? Which is yours? And he's like, mine's album 5. So maybe
that's what Rex said.
Yeah,
interesting.
Maybe, I feel like he was just kind of like saying that like.
It does kind of sound like just some British humor a little bit.
But no, like after that, people were like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Shh." Oh, so maybe we're getting a double album or something.
We'll see.
But I don't know. I could also feel like that. That's kind of like my favorite project's always going to be the next project because and I'm always getting better or something like that. I feel like that's something that
That's a very artist mindset, yeah.
So I feel like that could have been what he was saying at first, and then he's just fucking with people.
It's possible.
But I also saw a TikTok where he was doing he had like a couple intimate shows in like small rooms in like New York. And I saw a video of some dude that was like, "Can I come play Edition?"
I was just about to talk about that.
I saw that.
Yeah, I saw that earlier this morning. Yeah,
and I was like, "That's so fucking cool."
Rex is like, "You want to play Edition with me on the keys?" Yeah, sure. It was so cute.
And Rex couldn't remember some of the words either.
Most of them, yeah.
Which is sad, because that's like one of my favorite singles by him.
Yeah.
It's underrated, but yeah, I love that.
Yeah, that's like the dream right there. Like some shit that I would love to do. I would not have the confidence to just ask that though. So props to that dude.
Yeah, that was like, damn, bro.
Yeah.
Look at you. I wish I could see him again in concert, but like his tickets are pricey.
Yeah.
It's like, come on. Can't you just be nice to a college kid like me?
We're poor.
Yeah. Phoebe Bridgers too. I was like, oh, her tickets go on sale, and it's like $40 to $50. I was like, come on. I want to hear it.
I'm a music major.
I really like your music.
I'm a music major.
I'm a history ed major. Does that count for anything?
Do you need any historical context for any of your future songs?
I can tell you the history of Kyoto. I'm in a history of East Asia class.
I watched that one Bill Wirtz video.
That too.
Yeah. And I'm history ed. It's a double whammy.
And also Weezer's going on tour, and I want to see that.
Sorry, I thought you were connecting that to what we were talking about. No. And also Weezer's going on tour.
No.
Yeah.
Weezer's going on tour, and they're playing at the Aragon on May 2nd or 3rd, and that's our finals week. And I'm like, God damn it! Nothing can go my way.
Are Weezer one of those bands that just kind of plays whatever the fuck they want each night? Okay. I know Radiohead's like that, where they just have so many songs and so many albums at this point that the set list is different every single night, which is pretty cool.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
I think they played all the same songs for the Hell Omega tour, but like on a tour like that, I understand, because you have to like figure out all the lights and shit. But like, I feel like Weezer could just be like, all right, we're gonna play fucking Island in the Sun, and then Endless Bummer. So
yeah,
and it's like, you know, I would love to see Weezer. I was talking about that with my dad, and he was like, fuck. I know you don't like Dad. Weezer. My sister was like, I'd go see Weezer, and I was like, yeah, me too, but that's my fucking finals week.
Yeah.
So that was upsetting, but that's all right. I'm going to a concert in April, so shine down.
Nice.
But yeah, that was our track by track on Rex's Who Cares.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. You want to do the outro?
Sure, yeah. Well, thanks for sticking around with us for this long, especially if you haven't really listened to Rex before. I'd recommend, checking out this album. And then if you like what you hear here, yeah, we're just going to go with it. Here. Then also check out Apricot Princess, as well as, definitely, Best Friend, Sunflower, and, what's the other third single that came out during that time?
Loving is Easy.
Loving is Easy, yeah. Those 3 tracks.
Also Edition.
Wow. Edition is also really good.
Underrated.
That's true.
New House is also good.
Yeah. His singles are typically pretty good.
Yeah.
The one-off singles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But especially some of the stuff off of Because You'll Never Truly Be Free or whatever it is. There's a lot of good stuff on there. There's a lot of weird stuff on there because it was his first record. But a song about being sad.
Yeah.
Belly.
Oh, grass stains. The belly ache, or belly ache, the grass stains.
Yeah.
Then also why can't I think of what it's called? Corduroy Dreams.
Yeah, Paradise is good too.
Paradise is pretty good.
No Love is also good.
No Love, yeah.
There's a lot of good stuff on that first record.
Yeah.
Even if there's some interesting stuff like Green Eyes Part 2.
I actually like Green Eyes Part 2 a lot.
I like it.
It's definitely very weird. But yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely check out those for sure. Damn, that's 28 minutes long. I didn't realize how short that was.
Yeah, I think Apricot's a little bit longer. I want to say it's 40 minutes. Okay, a little shy.
Every track is under 40 minutes. Every track is under 40 minutes, obviously.
What a feat.
Every album is under 40 minutes, I think.
For maybe like a Swans record, man. Every track's under 40 minutes. Yes. God. But yeah, Rex has a lot of good stuff on in his discography. But yeah, I would recommend checking out this album, at least the Tyler track, the very least. But yeah, if you listen to us on streaming services, thank you very much. We appreciate all that support. But you can check us out on YouTube as well, where you can get links to more stuff from us. We have links to the Song of the Week playlist, both mine and Colin's, and then a combined one that also features our guests in there. I just realized that. Well, never mind. I'll tell you afterwards.
The order's wrong in the playlist.
Yeah, it'll be wrong in the playlist. Whatever. It's fine. You guys can spoil yourselves for next week as well. Yeah. Thank you. Where the fuck am I?
Pages.
Yeah, pages. Okay, yeah, and then there's also links to our own stuff. For me, you can check out my Apple Music and my Spotify. Keep an eye on that, because I think we'll still be we'll still have an episode where I can talk to you before something comes out, but pretty soon. Got those, and also link to my Album of the Year page as well as my YouTube page. And then for Colin, we got his Album of the Year page, and then also his Instagram review page. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks, but you'll see us next week.
Yes. I'm gonna go drive back to my dorm and finish watching my Victorious video now.
That sounds like a vibe. I'm just gonna write my notes for a midterm, and I can feel a headache coming on too. So
that's less of a vibe.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Bye.